Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw was live from right here in Houston, Texas. I was there live at the event, so my experience was much different than yours. And I'm here to talk about it right here in Alyx's world. Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Y'all, I am worn out. I'm tired. Your boy just came from the Toyota Center from Monday Night Raw. We were there early to get our seats. We had really, really good seats. We were on the bottom level, lower section, low bowl, and we had a straight shot at the ring. Oh, it was so good. I brought a female friend of mine. She had a good time, y'all. She had a blast. It was her first wrestling event live. Her first. And here my nerdy ass was sitting right next to her, explaining all the storylines and all the characters, why they were doing what they were doing, their motivations, like I'm a live commentator. And she's just sitting there laughing. I'm just being my nerdy self around her, but by the end of it, she was yeeting. She was yeeting for Jey Uso. She loved it. She had a good time. I'm not joking. She had a blast. And her favorite thing was the women's tag match. And I'll be real with you. Raquel, Roxanne, and then, of course, Bayley and Lyra, they had a really good match. I was actually really impressed with how good that the women's tag match was. So I came out of it feeling like the live experience was a home run. The live experience was a home run, and I'm more happy that she got a chance to experience what that was like. And I think I might have converted her because she's interested in seeing SummerSlam. Not live, by the way. I don't have that kind of money, y'all. I can't take her there live, so don't be mad at me. All right? She wants to see the show. So, Peacock. Or theater. Is SummerSlam going to be in the theater? Theater, right? Whichever one. She wants to see the show. She's interested. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep piling on. We're going to keep rolling with it. I want to convert her all the way. They were calling her Liv Morgan. The funniest thing for me, she didn't get it, but I laughed my ass off. There were people, wrestling fans, who came up to her like, "Hey, Liv Morgan." I was like, she's like, "What? Why are they coming out to me?" She doesn't sound like that, by the way, but she thought that was absolutely hilarious. I did too. I thought, yeah, you do kind of look like Liv Morgan. But no, like, it's always a different experience. Always a different experience to be there live. The tickets were heavily overpriced. Fuck me. My lower bowl seats were $270 a piece. Yes, $270 each. I paid over $500 for those tickets. Was it worth it? For her, yeah, it was. For her. For me, fuck. Look. If it was just me, I would have just gotten me one of them Raptor, top seats. I really would have just got one in the Raptors. I wouldn't have paid no $270 or $300 for a seat by myself. Hell, I'm gonna be real with you. If I spent $500, if I'm gonna spend $500, I might as well just sit front row. That's my thing. Look, the amount I spent, I should be sitting front row. $500, I should be in the front fucking row. I should be by the barricade. I should be sitting behind Michael Cole and Corey Graves breathing on Michael Cole's neck. What you say, boy? That's a movie reference, by the way. See which one that comes from. But no, like, for real, 500 seats should get me front row seats. Or at least floor seats. Not lower bowl. I don't know why TKO overpriced the tickets that much. But it is one of those things where the experience was worth it. Going there, feeling the audience, being a part of the audience, being in that atmosphere, smelling the popcorn, smelling the food, interacting with other wrestling fans, being around wrestling fans who love the sport, who go crazy, who pop for the other wrestlers, who interact with other wrestling fans. Like, that's all different kind of energy. That's not seen very often with this stuff. You go there to be a part of something, be a part of a family almost. You know what I mean? Yes, this crowd was very split for heels and baby faces. My friend was asking questions like, isn't he a bad guy? Why are they cheering for him? Like Karrion Kross, for example. She was very confused and she felt bad. She felt bad that Sami Zayn, who, of course, storyline-wise was hurt and got his ass kicked and lost the match. Fans were cheering for the other guy, and I had to explain to her, okay, look, Karrion Kross is a very bad person, but he's actually a pretty good performer. And he has the respect of the audience because he's really good at being a very bad person. You get what I'm saying, right? To her, it's just like, okay, what? It's like we sound crazy to casual viewers. You would have to be a hardcore fan to get it. You know what I mean? You would have to be a hardcore fan. Someone said they spent $40 for lower bowl. Are you kidding me? You can spend $40 and get lower bowl in AEW. I bet you I can get front row seats for $500. Bet you I can get front row seats for $500 in AEW. But she had a good time. She had a good time. I think what really won her over was Jey Uso. Jey Uso, guys, I get that people don't like him and he's not the best wrestler and he was heavily overpushed and blah, 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 blah. You know, I think there's a certain appeal that Jey Uso has that other wrestlers just don't. I'm going to just say it that way. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like his in-ring style. You don't have to respect his push or believe he deserves the push. That's on you. That's your opinion. Jey Uso has a certain appeal that no one else has, that very few wrestlers have. He's able to transcend the business. He's able to transcend WWE and appeal to a broader audience. That should be cherished. That should be highlighted. That should be admired. So you can sit here all day and be mad at WWE for pushing Jey Uso and feeling like, God damn, why does he get all this TV time? Seeing her get into the show the way she did with Jey Uso, that's all I need to see. We can't understand that because we're too far deep in, guys. We're way too far deep into this shit. Most of us hardcore fans have ADHD. We don't know what we want. We want this one day, and then we want something else the other day. And then when we finally get what we want, we don't want it no more. Right? Triple H, he doesn't care about me. I'm sorry. Well, okay. Yes, he cares about me, but he doesn't care about me as much. I am not his priority. Let me put it to you that way. Me and you, we're not his priority. He already got us. His priority is my friend. My female friend is his priority. And I think this was the kind of show that was perfect for her. It wasn't too complicated. They didn't try to do anything that was completely unnecessary. They didn't go too far in the paint. It was a very easy show to digest, They were able to build storylines, and she was able to come in and be like, all right, this is cool. I can get behind this, right? She didn't go all the way hardcore with it. She was just like, all right, I like it. I wouldn't mind watching SummerSlam. Good. So I think we as fans should understand why that's important. I'm sorry, but I don't think I could have won her over with AEW. AEW is a hardcore fan wrestling show. That is like the hardest of hardcore wrestling fans. That's who that show appeals to. Is there an audience for it? Yes. But you're not going to be able to grow your audience with the way AEW does things. WWE, that's the show that creates new wrestling fans. And I think that needs to be appreciated. So, let's talk about what happened on this show. Roman Reigns. Again, I remember when Roman was the most hated man in wrestling. The atmosphere for him. And I don't know how we came across on TV. Was Houston loud? Because it was fucking deafening in the Toyota Center. We had to have been loud. Were we loud? But the atmosphere for Roman Reigns was incredible. Megastar level. He came out, the OTC chants, of course, them singing Roman Reigns, them booing Paul Heyman, didn't get a chance to say a word, which, let me just say this. The fact that the fans were booing Paul Heyman as loud as they were just goes to show you how over Roman is. But to my surprise, so was Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker surprisingly was over as well. I did not think he would be over. Bron, he's got a lot of promise behind him, bro. I think we know he's going to be a top wrestler. We know he's going to be a top star. But, man, like, y'all don't know how over Bron is. I don't think you know. You think you do, but no, you don't. Rex Steiner, Bron Breakker, he's a lot more over than you think he is. Trust me on that. So we're definitely gonna have to work with that. Of course, Jey Uso massively over. They're setting up Roman, Jey, Bronson, SummerSlam. Sounds good to me. My friends are like, your friend looks like Liv Morgan. And by the way, if you want to see what she looks like, guys, just go to my Instagram, my Facebook, or my Twitter. I posted a video of her. On all my platforms. She's cheating. Y'all let me know if she looks like Liv Morgan. But anyways, yeah, they're setting that up. Becky Lynch and Lyra had a promo, and Lyra and Bayley had a tag match for the tag team championships, the match that Bayley could not get at WrestleMania. They gave it to her tonight, which I like. I'm like, okay, we'll see. That's fair. That makes sense. You can work that into the story. Now, Becky fucked her over. So you know where this is going, right? You see where this is going. So Lyra fucked over Bayley on Raw sometime in June. When Bayley was taking over Becky. Bayley was taking on Becky. You know Bayley's going to interfere in the match at SummerSlam. Right? You know that's going to cost Lyra. So, I think what's happening, if Lyra loses the match at SummerSlam, she can no longer challenge for the championship as long as Becky holds it. I think Bayley fucks her over. Not intentionally, but she fucks her over. And I think Lyra's being set up to go heel. I kind of had that feeling for a while. That they were pushing Lyra towards a heel, which is probably where she needs to be. She needs to build character. One of my favorite segments for me personally, watching Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer. Those two can wrestle all day, every day. I love that match. I knew it wasn't going to have a finish. I knew it wasn't going to go to a clean finish. I knew it was going to be interference. But there's something special about Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer having a wrestling match. Also, Rhea Ripley. I almost went deaf. So you know how they have those thermometers, those bars when Rhea Ripley comes out and they do the decimals of how loud it is? I used to think that was staged, like pumped in bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. Rhea, her pops are incredible. They are absolutely insane. You have no... Guys, until you go to these events, you have no idea how over some of these people are. Braun Breaker is over like a motherfucker, but Rhea Ripley... Look here. I did not respect her game. I did not. I knew she was popular. I didn't think she was that popular. Holy fuck. Y'all don't know until you're there. I'm shocked she didn't. Triple H, put the belt back on. No, keep it on Naomi. Naomi's fun, by the way, and everyone loves Naomi, and Naomi got a nice pop as well. I don't know why she's a heel. I still question it. Why is Naomi a heel? She should be a baby. She should keep her personality and just make her a babyface. I'm serious. Like she is so lovable and so likable as she is now. But if Naomi wasn't the champ, I would have bet money Rhea would have gotten that belt back. Because holy fuck is she over. You have no idea. You think you do, but you don't. So stop saying you do. I'm trying to think who else was over. CM Punk, oh my, duh. Houston loves CM Punk. Gunther is such a good heel. Gunther, Paul Heyman, and who else was it? Oh crap, I'm blanking on names now. I'm sorry, y'all. Who else had a heel promo? Gunther. Not a heel promo. Rusev. Rusev's a good heel too. The crowd was booing the piss out of Rusev. And Rusev was working the crowd very much. Rusev and Sheamus had a really good match. Really good match. Surprisingly, this didn't air. Trick Williams was there. He was there on Raw. And he cut a pretty good promo. So one of my biggest issues with Trick Williams, and why I'm glad he stayed on NXT, was that although he's improved inside the ring, he's really good inside the ring, his weakness was the microphone. He's a lot better now. That promo where he was talking about The Undertaker showing up on NXT, spoiler alert in case you don't know that, I was like, oh, Trick got better. Trick got bars calling out Taker. I thought it was great. I personally love Trick Williams' promo, and I'm very, very happy that they kept him down on NXT while he got better. So, there's always that. Sami Zayn continues to get his ass kicked by Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, look, okay. WWE, we gotta talk about Karrion Kross. This is becoming a problem. A good problem, but a problem for you. You're trying to get Sami Zayn over with the storyline of Karrion Kross trying to corrupt Sami, right? And he's doing a great job with it. Too good. It's the Joker-Batman situation. Joker wants to corrupt Batman. He wants to make Batman break his moral code. Same thing here. Karrion Kross wants to make Sami Zayn break his moral code or break whatever morality he has, right? The problem is Karrion Kross has the sympathy of the fans because Karrion Kross isn't being booked as much. When he's ever on TV, he's not featured in like legit storylines except for this one. Fans just want to see Karrion. And the fact that he's not only doing it, but doing it so well. You have a problem where fans are now cheering for Karrion. We want Cross. They want to see him on TV. Just like we want Truth. Okay. Well, you're going to get him. And currently, fans are cheering him more than Sammy. And that's going to be a problem. Because I was there in Houston. Fans were booing Sammy. Just like fans were booing Bayley and Lyra. Because Texas is the hometown or the home states of both Roxanne and Raquel. I didn't think Bayley was going to get booed. But I'm not surprised. But yeah, like, we have a good problem with Karrion. Fans are getting behind him. But it's also causing problems for Sammy, so. Fans love Sammy, but fans also like Karrion. So they're going to have to figure out something to do with that. I think I covered everything. Was that everything? Whatever else I didn't cover, we'll get to in the review or the discussion portion of the live stream. I'm not going to keep you up here too long because I'm tired. I want to get something to eat. But I thank you all for joining me for this late live stream. We're going to go ahead and move things along to the shout out portion and, of course, plug the partnership. And so, I can't believe I can go that loud. This is the first time you're watching me. Do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. Why? I said, why? I said, why? Debbie Adams, I said, why? JJ Bulldog, I said, why? Because I'm the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And yes, get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Where? Hot off the press. That's where. Also, get you an old school Gillespie t-shirt. Get your new school Alex's World t-shirt. And many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today right here in Alex's World. Thank you to the awesome people at Dokkio for being the partners of this live stream. Dokkio is here to make sure that you are organized. It is an AI tool that organizes your files, your emails, and whatever else you need to be organized. If you're disorganized like me, trust me, you're going to need something that will keep everything in order. You ever just thought about that one file, that one piece of, I don't know, content that you want to reuse or, you know, go back on and edit and change things up, but you forgot the name of it and you don't know where to find it? Well, guess what? This tool helps you stay organized with that. So how's about we get a quick word from the partners before we get to some shout-outs. This broadcast is partnered by Dokkio. Look, I won't lie to you. I suck at staying organized. I've made so many thumbnails and scripts that I can't even tell you where half of them are anymore. And the worst part? I always realize I need them right in the middle of creating or editing something. I've literally had to recreate entire files from scratch because it was faster than finding the original. And that's where Dokkio comes in. Dokkio is basically an AI personal assistant that finds and collects all your files across multiple platforms, whether it's Google Drive, Dropbox, Gmail, OneDrive, you name it. And it gives you one clean, organized workspace. It doesn't just show you where your files are, it understands what they are and organizes them accordingly. In my case, it's good to have something that organizes my thumbnails, in case I need to go back to reuse them for future broadcasts. So if your digital life is a hot mess like mine, do yourself a favor. Go to trydokkio.com/Alyx. Once you see how fast and easy it is to find your stuff, you won't want to go back. So don't wait. Sign up for Dokkio and get organized today. Yo, AJ Styles came out to I Am. TNA's anniversary, that shit was dope. I missed that theme song. You are, I am. You are, I am. Thank you all for joining me. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nights in First to Heart. Elias Ademi. New Japan for real. Girl, Galileo does everything. Everything. We did in danger. Teflon Don the Mud. Teflon Don the Mud. Teflon Don the Mud. Father Zeno Enigma. And of course, Big MGM, because they help kick this safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure ya like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Who's here? Who's here in this lovely live chat? And yeah, super chats are on. Get your super chats in if you have them. I see with the top crown, the number one crown currently. I see JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. Why isn't LA Knight? Yeah. And Bailey not having a match at SummerSlam? I have no idea. I have no idea. You tell me. Eddie Lamb Music, the Music Man. It's Eddie. Yeah. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it, Eddie. How about this? Eddie Lamb Music. I'm still standing. Yeah. The Music Man. I'm still standing. Yeah. Eddie Lamb Music. How about that, Eddie? The Music Man. I'm still standing. Yeah. We're gonna go with it. TMC Jack Dempsey. Mr. Jack Dempsey, good to have you here. Former International Super Chat Champ himself, Ronwell Nagales. Yo, Ronwell, you getting your belt back on Saturday in 2 weeks? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, you can't get enough of him. A&B Combos Wrestling Edition, the premier reaction channel here in the YouTube space. They will be joining me next Tuesday. Not this upcoming Tuesday, but next Tuesday for my SummerSlam preview and projections. We gonna talk about it. Oh, we gonna talk about it. It's gonna be fun. Don't miss it. It'll happen right after NXT next Tuesday. I see Carlene Williams, Bonkers LFC, Debit, money. Debit Money Yams, also a former Super Chat champ. I see WWE Movie Maker, The Movie Maker, Johnny Boy, that's a new name. 30th Century Homer, Raw Cuz, what's good, Raw Cuz? Trey Lucado, Zach Minger, Mr. Minger, and let me see here, Sean Swaby, baby. Good to have you here. Runwell says, well, as much as I want to, but I have to save it because John Cena is going to appear at Fan Expo Chicago on Saturday, and so I can't miss that chance to be a photo op and autographs. All right, bro. Get that photo, boy. Get it. It's all yours. Shadow Star, and last one's going to go to CT Heel. And thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. It's always great. Always get to see that. All right, let's move it along. I'm going to keep this to the point, short, succinct. Because, again, like, your boy is tired, y'all. Ooh. Uh.
If Alexa and Charlotte lose, here's an idea. Charlotte gets upset, brutally attacks Alexa. Then boom, lights go out. Wyatt 6 to the rescue.
Oh, we all agree that Alexa and Charlotte is a vehicle to get Alexa in the Wyatt 6, right? We're all in agreement of that, right? Okay, just want to be sure. So, yeah, I agree with that. Thank you, Mr. Eddie Lamb Music, for that lovely donation. It is going to a great cause, the Just Alyx Foundation. We appreciate that. All right, guess where Raw was tonight? In my hometown, Houston, Texas. Great crowd. Holy shit. It was loud. This crowd was loud. Was the crowd loud in terms of TV? How did we sound over TV? Did it translate? Because it was loud like a motherfucker. Not like loud. I'm talking about loud like a motherfucker. It was really loud. Great crowd. Great energy throughout. The segments. This show flowed. There wasn't really a dip. Well, to be fair, we had no commercial breaks. But no, like, it was hot. And it stayed hot until I kind of felt it on the women's tag match. That's where I kind of felt. I was like, all right. How long have we been sitting here? But outside of that, this was a really good show to go to live. I don't know how it came across on TV. CM Punk came out to a massive pop. Cut a very generic babyface promo. It was very generic. But it was CM Punk, so it doesn't matter. And then Gunther went out there and got that mega white heat. Houston said, bitch, shut up. You can't talk. Houston gave Gunther that Dominic Mysterio heat. Which is ironic because Dominic Mysterio got pops and got cheers. He got dirty, dirty, dumb, dirty, dirty, dumb. I said dirty, dirty, dumb. I said, yeah, he got cheers. He got people chanting dirty, dumb. But Gunther got that Dominic Mysterio heat. Love it. Oz loves it. That was a good promo. I'm thinking Punk and Gunther are going to have definitely one of the best matches all weekend. If not the best match all weekend. They have the potential to have match of the night, match of the weekend. The only one that could potentially be better than that is Becky versus Lyra in a no DQ match. Just saying. I think, for me personally, that this is going to be the match of the weekend. And we'll talk about it. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about it next Tuesday. And I'm curious to know what A and B combos and Marked by Wrestling's match of the weekend is going to be. But this is going to be my match of the weekend. Punk and Gunther. Just so we're clear. We go on to, I believe, let me back that thing up. Girl, you looking good. Okay, sorry. So after Punk and Gunther, I believe, was Stephanie Vacar being interviewed, and then Naomi, her fine ass, walks in, beaming with personality. I'm sorry, Naomi should not be a heel. You had the heat when it came out that she attacked Jade, but then you gave her the green light to be as awesome as she is as a heel, and I'm sorry, she is way too good at her job to be a fucking heel. I'm not booing Naomi. Yes, she's a villain and we're supposed to hate her, but damn, she's so good. You know who was also good? Rusev. Rusev and Sheamus. Not Sheamus, but Sheamus. Rusev and Sheamus had a really good match. I was very well impressed with how well Rusev worked the crowd. He had the crowd eating out of the palm of his hands. The easiest night for Sheamus. all he had to do was just go out there and work. So they're 1-1, right? Rusev 1-1, Sheamus 1-1. Okay, one more match at SummerSlam. One more. Who's the better man? And the winner should get an IC title shot. Yes, I still want Sheamus to be IC champion. I'm not giving up on that. Fuck. I'm cussing a lot. Why am I cussing so much? Ron Tomlinson. Ron Tomlinson. Why am I cussing so much? Is it you? A grande americano who clearly is Ludwig Kaiser under a mask. Guys, come on. Duh. It's Ludwig Kaiser under a mask. The fuck? I mean, it's not like anyone else was saying like Chad Gable's under a mask. I'm so sick of this shit. Guys, Chad Gable is not El Grande Americano. Just like you keep telling me that Ludwig Kaiser is not El Grande, you know it's Ludwig Kaiser. Come on, like, what the fuck? Use your fucking eyes. So he puts on a mask and you're like, oh, I can't tell the difference. Oh my god, is that Ludwig Kaiser? It's Ludwig Kaiser. Just look at his figure. Alright? But don't you dare even mention the vibe and the idea that Chad Gable is. I'm not trying to hear it. Chad Gable is not El Grande Americano. Dag nabbit. New Day took on the Creed Brothers and the LWO in a very fun tag match. I thought the match was surprisingly fun, and I will say this. LWO? Really? LWO? Are we sure? That is one of those things where I'm like, are we absolutely sure that's what we want to do? LWO? Alright. Okay. They're not going to win. I hope whatever they decide to do for SummerSlam doesn't involve the LWO. They were good for the moment. They were good for the match. They were good for the night. But no. I'm not for LWO beating Judgment Day for those tag team titles. I'm just not. Which is probably why they might win next week. I hope not. Adam Pearce talks to Dominic and he says, hey, Dom, you should quit stalling and get cleared so we can fight AJ Styles. And we see AJ Styles as a janitor. Hilarious. Get ready to fly. I am. Fun stuff. Let me see here. Becky Lynch had a promo with Lyra. Yeah, I'm still getting the vibe that Lyra's going heel. Like, her entire attitude has changed. She's a lot more aggressive, which is fine. I'm not against it. But, you know, it is one of those things where you're kind of watching this, and you're like, man, are we sure we want to keep Lyra as a face? I do think, with the way things are being set up, with Becky, you know, taunting her and letting her know that if I beat you this time, Lyra, if Becky beats Lyra this time, then she can't challenge for the belt no more, right? So I think the story here is that they're going to have, and this is just my opinion, they're going to have Bayley accidentally cost Lyra at SummerSlam, and then that's going to cause Lyra to go heel. And then we'll do a face Bayley with Lyra as a heel and then Becky. That's kind of where my head is at right now. I'm not sure if that's where it's going to land or where it's going to stick, but I think that's where we are. So we'll definitely see where that goes. They had a tag match, the rematch of the century. Becky and Lyra, who didn't get their tag team championship match at WrestleMania, took on the Judgment Day, which is interesting. So there's that. This was definitely one of the better matches I've seen with Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez has shown massive improvements. This was my friend's favorite match of the night. And it was a really good match. All four women went in there, tore it up. Of course, you had interferences from AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio. And then Becky interferes to cost Becky and Bayley. And the chance retained. And you already know Bayley's going to want her pound of flesh. Bayley's going to want a piece of that ass. Pause. But we'll see where that one goes. I think after this, they did Sammy and Karrion Kross, right? They did. So, again, Sammy's hurt because Karrion Kross attacked him, took him out. So now there's this idea of, sorry. All right, well, is Sammy capable of winning a match? Because he's hurt, which is what we want. We want Sammy to have that sympathy factor. And I'm glad he actually has it. That's really good. And I think, this is just me personally, they're going to have to be careful with where Karrion Kross is, right? Because, of course, you want fans to boo Sammy. But I'm getting the feeling that fans don't want to boo Karrion. They don't want to boo Karrion. They want to get behind him. And so that's going to mess up your story. So you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something here to make fans really want to see Karrion get his ass kicked. Because that's where we are right now. That's how I feel about it. What's next? Sammy loses to Karrion, so that's probably going to build to a match at SummerSlam. Dominic Mysterio finally gets confirmed to have a match with AJ after the doctors try to confirm it, and then Dom attacked AJ from behind. Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer, I love this match. This match was so awesome. Oh my god, Stephanie Vaquer is a gem. Why didn't AEW sign her? Because they're fucking idiots. And Io Sky is having the best run of her career inside the ring. Io's matches this year have been magnificent. She has had some of the best matches, period, male, female. She is incredible, and this was another one. This was an outstanding match. It ended in DQ because, of course, the Secret Herverse came out, and Chelsea Green. And then, of course, you know who had to come out to make the save, right? Rhea fucking Bloody Ripley. Rhea fucking Bloody Ripley. Naomi, too. Naomi came out to attack Io Sky, but Rhea Ripley came out to make the save. And let me tell you something. That pop for Rhea fucking Bloody Ripley, you have no idea. You think you know, but you have no idea. You really don't. You have no clue how popular she was. That pop was like, oh, okay. This is why she gets all the TV time. And then they closed out with Roman Reigns returning to confront Paul Heyman. Love the story of Paul Heyman feeling like if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are. And now I want you to come over here since Seth is going to be out for a long, long, long time. Which is letting me know that Seth is not going to be out for a long, long, long time. But Roman's just like, nah, I made me. The bloodline made me. And you almost killed it. You almost tainted it. Of course, this leads to Roman, who, by the way, was... Listen, Roman has come a long way from tater tots and suffering succotash. This promo was great. And he fell off the Houston crowd very well. And then Braun Breaker, who, again, I'm going to keep saying it, you have no idea how over he is. Braun Breaker stood up to Roman, and they're putting over Braun, letting you know, hey, this guy is going to be a main event player. Huh? Did you know he's going to be a main event player? Huh? You know now? Yes. Yeah. I bet you know now. You better get behind this motherfucker. Okay. God damn it. Fine. Nah. But no, like, Braun, honestly, is being set up to be, like, the next face. And they're doing everything they can to make him look good. Which I'm happy about. He should be booked that way. But Roman, the pop he got when he came out, deafening. The only thing bigger than that was Jey Uso's pop. Jey got a massive pop, too. Jey came out, it's just me, Uso. Day one to make the save after Braun Breaker and Bronson attacked him. Crowd lost their minds for it, and my friend yeeted. She yeeted all over the place. She yeeted in her seat. Pause. But that's how the show went off. Basically, Roman and Jey Uso staying together. So yeah, they're gonna be a tag team to take on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And then we continue. I built the SummerSlam. That was Raw. Man, that show was good live. I had a good time being there in the audience, experiencing what we went through. But for real, like, talk to me. Like, how was it? How was it coming across on TV? I'm curious to know, like, did we come across loud? Because it was loud inside that arena. I'm glad Karrion won. Me too. Me too. Even though we're supposed to hate that he won. The thing is, how do you turn a heel with that personality into a babyface? Naomi? Just let her be herself. That's not hard. Both LA Knight and Karrion Kross are main event players. LA Knight, yes. Karrion Kross, maybe on NXT, but main roster, he's probably at best a top mid-carder. Let me see here. I also could have mentioned John Cena, but no one was complaining about him back in the day now, did they? True. A&B in the house, yes they are. A&B is the shit. The shiznit. For shizzle. They're saying it was quiet. We were quiet? How? Were we actually quiet? Seriously, how did we sound? I want Cena to win the IC title. You want him to have a Grand Slam championship win? Shadow Star, 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7 seems fair to me. Yeah, that's fair. AB Combo said it was a great show. Let's go, because it was in Houston. Yeah, sorry. I saw the video of your friend Yeaton. You saw the video of my friend Yeaton. She really does look like Liv Morgan. Good to know. Yeah, Carlene Williams says we were loud. Thank you. I appreciate that. How far is the arena from where you're at? 23 minutes. Drive. Not bad. Hot take. LA Knight is better than Jey Uso. Yeah. Overall, he is. Jay's more popular, though. Also, sometimes it was quiet. Yeah, it was. Also, I saw the character that was in the Cosby Show passed away today. Ooh, the actor. Which actor passed away from the Cosby Show? Which one? That's sad. Is it me, or do both Naomi and Grande Americano storyline are kind of playing a nod to Owen Hart? Oh. Of course. Ooh, Malcolm? Malcolm passed away? You're lying. Malcolm passed away? How old was Malcolm? Nah, we lost Theo. That's nah, bro. Don't do that to me. Did we actually lose Theo? Damn. Wait, he was 54? What happened? Nah, what the hell happened? Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner. At 54. Drowned off the coast. What? I don't know why the brass was known for as the son of Theo Huxtable. Warner dropped off the coast. Was it an accident, or did he commit? died near a beach, Costa Rica, after getting caught by a rip current. Buyers rescued him and took him to a shore where he received treatment, though he was declared dead. No, it was an accident. That is sad, bro. Oh, it's sad. I love Theo. Theo was fun. Ah, man, that's sad. Makes you want to go watch the Cosby Show, actually. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I am tired. I just got back from Raw. This was whatever. We're gonna do a lot more talking for SummerSlam next week, so be sure to tune into those live streams. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's world, the place it is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
When you're in my